We're in the ACME X Lounge, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Razz on the radio from 92.5 WXTU, and say hello to Payton Smith. So talk to us a little bit about yourself. You are from Louisiana?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What happens in Louisiana on a Saturday night?
On a Saturday night. Oh, because of the song. We said, there you go. I know what you did there, man. What happens in Louisiana on a Saturday night? Lots of crawfish boils.
Good.
So what we'll do, okay, this might be TMI, but so what we'll do, with crawfish, is we'll boil it, we'll put it all out on the table, and you peel it, kind of like a shrimp, but in Louisiana, you suck the heads. Yeah, exactly. And it's not like you're sucking the brains out or anything. I mean, that's even worse. You're just trying to get the flavor. Anyway, that's what happens in Louisiana on a Saturday night.
I love it, man. That's awesome. So we were talking a little bit before we went on the air here, and you're the oldest of 4 brothers, right?
Yeah.
So how about that growing up? You all
Very
share the
loud.
same room?
We did. Oh gosh, if we did, it would have been. It would have been much worse than it was. No, man, it was a very loud household where I grew up, and I mean, I feel like when it came to writing songs and even in the studio or live, that had an effect because I just like to play very loud.
Yeah. Did your brothers play?
My 9-year-old brother wants to be a farmer and a drummer. And so he's like, I'll go milk the cows and then go drum. And I'm like, all right, that's cool with me. So, but the other ones, they're not really they're like,
They have machines that milk cows now.
Yeah.
So you have to get in there.
Right. Yeah. I don't know, man. He's like, for some reason, he's wanting to go straight in and do the farming thing. So, props to him.
Is your family farmers? Is that what they did?
Not at all. I'm not sure where that came from.
Oh, so what does your mom and dad do? What do they do for a living?
My mom is a photographer and she's a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
So she's homeschooled. We were all homeschooled, or all my brothers are homeschooled. And then my dad, he did a lot of insurance, and then we spent a lot of time on the water. So we were constantly catching fish. Whenever we had free time, I was either indoors practicing on this thing or out trying to catch something out of the water.
So here's what we know about Louisiana. Okay, New Orleans.
Yeah.
And those shows on TV where they get alligators and they live in the swamp. Yeah. So do you live in the city or do you live in the swamp?
I live in the swamp. Yeah.
Straight up.
That's
cool.
Straight up, man. It's it's funny, man. I literally grew up 3 miles from where the guys, the swamp people, live.
Oh, really?
And it's funny, man. It's really. Alligators aren't going to make that much noise if you just pull them up on the line and shoot them. But for some reason, on there, they'll make it real Hollywood and everything. But
television.
Yeah, it's television.
Yeah. That's awesome. So have you ever done that?
I have. Yeah. It's scary as crap. It's scary.
It is scary as crap. So, what's the biggest alligator you've ever seen?
Oh, 15 footer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Dead or alive?
Alive, actually, in the water. And I mean, it literally gives you chill bumps when you see it. It's like you're watching a dinosaur.
That's awesome. I love getting into the background of some of you guys that come in here now. So, you can't be older than 19, right? How old are you?
You got it, I'm 19.
19 years old?
19 years old, yeah.
So do you live in Nashville now?
I do.
So tell us that story. So you growing up, you homeschooled. Is your dad, right?
Yeah, my dad's sitting right back over there. Yeah.
So tell us the day you tell your mom and dad, I'm going to move to Nashville. So tell us that story.
So I always wanted to go.
Act like your dad's not even here.
Yeah, right. Dad, shut your ears. Now, I remember when I was 14 years old, we made a trip to Nashville because you look on the back of all these records and, man, that's where country music's made. And I mean, man, I've always wanted to do music ever since I could remember. So I made a trip to Nashville when I was 14 and wanted to play the Bluebird Cafe, and it was closed because it was Labor Day weekend. And so I was just like, well, I'll just play in the hotel lobby, just because I just love playing wherever I go. And there happened to be some session players there that play on a lot of records, and they were like, man, you should come by this guy's office tomorrow, and you just need to meet some of these people. And at that point, I've been writing a few songs, and none of them were good. Now that I look back on it, but the next day I was introduced to a guy named Buddy Cannon who does all the Kenny Chesney records, and he kind of took me under his wing and started teaching me about songwriting. And man, I feel like for the first 3 years of me going to Nashville, it was kind of back and forth. We literally made 100 trips probably in 2 or 3 years from Louisiana back to Nashville, and just for two years really, we were back and forth. I was just learning how to write songs, and then finally my family was just like, man, if we're gonna go all in, let's go all in. So
did you guys all go together, or did you go by yourself?
We all went together as a family. Yeah.
Looks like your brothers are living your dream. Right?
They were, I have it was a pretty amazing thing to watch my brothers support a dream, and my parents at the same time. As a parent, you're supposed to support your kids' dreams, and for them to support mine and my brothers, because they loved Nashville as much as I did, because they'd had so many friendships, and man, it was just I feel like the doors just opened to where that was where we were supposed to be, no matter what. And
wow,
it was pretty amazing.
It's pretty gutsy, and it's pretty great that your family came along with you, because we've had people that have been in this room that talked about living in their car, a tent. Did we have somebody in a trailer not long ago that had a trailer there, and had to work crazy jobs to make it? So.
And if it came down to me having to live in a tent or a car or anything, I think that you have to be willing to go the extra mile. If this is truly your dream, that's what it takes, man. You got to be willing to sacrifice. And we picked up our roots and moved, and my family did, and that's the reason I'm here today, really. So.
Well, that's great, and you look like an old, rockabilly guy, like something out of the '50s. Doesn't look like a an old Cadillac. There's the Killer, and there's Elvis, and there's you. You look like you got that look. So this is working for you.
Thank you.
Could need a little ink.
Alright, man. So look, I'm talking about it right now. I'm just trying to decide what I want to get. I don't know what I want to get yet, but. We'll
figure
see.
It out.
I'll figure it out. I'm trying.
Last night, he was in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and stood in front of the Stone Pony, and he played Born to Run right in front of the bar. So the goal was to get in the bar and play it.
That's the goal. That's cool. Right.
So did anybody stop you in the street going, "What are you doing, man?"
No.
It's like the state song of New Jersey. What's the matter?
Right, yeah, I know. I was debating on whether to play Atlantic City or Born to Run, but I don't know, man. Just staying outside the Stone Pony and for some, there was a motorcycle that went by as I was playing, and it's dark, and you hear the ocean, and the Stone Pony. I was like, dude, I'm living a freaking Bruce Springsteen song. It was it was pretty cool,
You were right there in the heartland, my friend.
I loved it.
Good for you.
Cool.
All right, well, welcome, and thank you for coming by to see us.
Thank you, Razz.
This is Payton. Give him a great warm thank you for coming, and we're going to have a performance here in just a minute. So, good to see you.
Thank you, brother.